back to Metal Band's Chronicles for another album review. That's right, you know it. Where metal lives. That's right, let's get on with this review. Now, I'm fairly new to this band I'm going to be reviewing today, but you know what, I figured I'd better start reviewing some of these bands too. You know, give them some recognition because, let's face it, there's millions of bands out there, thousands of bands out there that need the recognition. You know. So the band we're going to be reviewing today, and the album we're going to be reviewing today, is Enforced with their sophomore album Kill Grid. That's right, came out on March 12th on Centria Media Records. That's right. You know, the follow-up to At the Walls, which came out in 2018. Now, previously, they put out 2 demos, too. You know, their 2000 demo, just called a demo. And another demo called Retaliation Now. Enforced formed back in 2016. They are from Richmond, Virginia, the home of Power Trip, Gwar, Lamb of God. You know, quite a few other metal acts, too. You know, come from Richmond, Virginia. Now, this album has 9 tracks on it, but before we get into that, you know, let's talk about the band and lineup here. So, right there's a good shot of the band, you know, right there. So, you got Knox Colby on vocals. You got Zach Monum on guitars. You got Will Wagstaff on guitars. You got Alex Bishop on drums. And you got Ethan Genstrossi on bass. I probably butchered the last name. I do apologize. But anyways, that's your band. That's your lineup. Oh man, let's get into this. I want to thank Thralls of Metal for turning me on to this band because he recently just reviewed this album, or they just recently reviewed this album. And oh my god, I gotta say, I'm not disappointed. It's everything I expected it to be, you know. You got 9 tracks here. We're gonna dive right into the 9 tracks quick. So you got the opening track, The Doctor In. That's right. What a brutal freaking way to begin the album right away. This is just brutal, non-stop, aggressive, in-your-face thrash metal, you know. They definitely bring the intensity on this first track. The vocals are in your face. Imagine a mix of early Sepultura mixed with, you know, Slayer. You know, you got the music of Slayer, and, I don't know, say Slayer, it's back together. But instead of getting Tom Araya, they get Max Cavalier to be the lead vocalist of Slayer. You know, kind of a dream lineup in a way. That's kind of the vibe you get right away with the opening track here. So then we go into UXO, man. What a brutal, ferocious thrash metal tune. Just in your face, you know, straight to the point, you know. I'll tell you what, man. Right away, I'm going through this CD. I'm already wanting to see this band live. I'm already wanting to see the intensity they bring on that stage. You know, and I could just see brutal mosh pits starting. Circle pits, you know. I could see a bunch of headbanging going on, you know. And this band definitely seems like the type of band that would bring that atmosphere into a small club, into a venue, wherever they're performing at. Because I'll tell you what, I'm 2 songs into this thing, and I'm wanting to go to shows so bad again, just to get out so much aggressive in that, or just to get out so much aggression in that mosh pit, you know. That's just the vibe you get here. Excellent track. Beneath Me Is Next. The brutality just does not let up. You know, again, you got those Slayer-inspired riffs, you know, mixed with a bit of Exodus. You know, mixed with a bit of, like, hardcore, like DRI or SOD or something like that, you know? Just excellent stuff here. Man, intense. Just absolutely intense. Then you get into Melligant, excuse me, another just vicious track, man. It just doesn't let up, man. Like right now, I can just imagine being at a show just wanting more of this aggression, you know, and especially since it's been so long since we all been to a show, you're already picturing in your mind what that first mosh pit's gonna look like, how intense it's gonna be, how intense we're all gonna be in that pit, headbanging, thrashing, moshing out, stage diving, doing whatever we gotta do, you know. Then we get into the title track, Kill Grid. You know, it's over 7 minutes long. That's the notable thing about this. For being a crossover thrash album, the tracks, you know, they're not short. They're between 3 and 4 minutes long, you know. And, you know, this track is over 7 minutes long, and it's freaking killer. God, the beginning of this track is freaking awesome. Just stomping heavy with great guitar solos behind, you know. You get a little bit of harmonic solos thrown in for measure. Then it gets really brutal really quick, and it turns into a total thrash fest. The pit's getting ugly. You know what? You're wanting to swing fist at this point, you know, and just get all that aggression out. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Excellent track. Okay, so then we go into Curtain Fire. Oh, Curtain Fire. It's another just killer freaking track, man. The intensity is just not letting up. You know, you're wanting more. You're wanting more of this intensity, man. You're covered in sweat. You know, you might even be covered in blood at this freaking point. You might have a broken rib cage at this point. But it doesn't matter because you want more. You're craving more. You know, the energy and testosterone levels are just building and building for more. You know, and that's the vibe you get. Excellent track here. Hemorrhage is next. Hemorrhage is another killer freaking track. Man, notably the vocals on this freaking album, man. It is too. It's like if... Yeah, man, it's definitely like if Slayer got back together and got Max Cavalera on vocals and Slayer felt rejuvenated again. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. You know, because the vocals are intense. You know, the style of guitar playing. You know, it's like Jeff Hanneman got resurrected from the dead just to come back and play on this freaking album. That's how very similar to Slayer some of these riffs are, you know. I mean, you know, but they got their own flair too, you know. You get some of the DRI, SOD type of riffs thrown in for measures, Cro-Mags type of riffs thrown in for measures too, you know. But it works, it just freaking works, you know. Blood Ribbon, another just brutal freaking track. The brutality doesn't let up. You're still standing in that pit, man. You're all covered in sweat, blood. You might have a couple broken ribs at this freaking point, but you're not ready to give up yet. You're not ready to give up the fight, you know? So you keep on going, you keep on moshing, you keep on thrashing away, man. Then we get to the final track, Trespasser. Oh, man, the aggression just intensifies even more for this final track. Oh, man. Just brutal heaviness, brutal thrash, brutal crossover, man. For the grand finale to end all this. By that time, man, you had your moment in the pit. You're just ready to drink a 12-pack of beer, you know? You're ready to drink, you know, you're ready to drink some freaking Heineken. Maybe a bottle of Jack Daniels or something, you know? That's just the kind of vibe this album really gives you. I would definitely love to see this band live, you know. Definitely one of the best bands to come out in quite a while when it pertains to thrash metal. Not saying there's been bad ones, there's been plenty of good ones, but something about this band, they're very intense. I'm telling you, I definitely recommend this CD. If you love Slayer, you love early Sepultura, you love Exodus, you love DRI, you love the Cro-Mags, you know, bands like that, man, you definitely want to pick this CD up, it's well worth your purchase. Definitely go to Bandcamp and get it. Go to Century Media Records and get it. Go to Amazon and get it. Go to eBay and get it. And if you still have a local record store, just go there and buy it. Like I did. Anyway, so that's my review of Enforced with Kill Grid. By the way, shout out to another channel I just discovered the other day called Metal-O-Mania. Through Thralls of Metal when they shouted me out. Excellent channel. This channel deserves way more subscribers than it has. He does interviews. He talks about a lot of underground bands on his channel. You know, he gives a lot of these bands attention. He's interviewed bands like Flotsam and Jetsam. He interviewed Billy Milano on his channel. And he did interview Enforced on his channel. You gotta check out Metal-O-Mania's YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link to his channel below. It's an awesome channel. It definitely deserves way more subscribers. Anyways, I'm out for now. Got an interview coming up tonight at 8 p.m. with Sadistic Oppressor. So, for now, I'm out. Stay metal.